It's plus size pop star again. Alright, well, here's a little update. Life hasn't been all that great. Things haven't been all that great. Um, I don't know what's going on up there, but I'm losing a lot of my friends. I'm losing a lot of my friends, a lot of my family, and it's really, really sad. People I thought I would get to work with, people I thought I would get to see again next week, next month, it's not happening, and I'm having a very hard time wrapping my head around it. It just seems unbelievable, unreal to me. Mikey, Damien, we miss you. Suzanne, all your friends and family love you and miss you. And there's a lot more I can go on. Text, we all miss you, love you. Uncle, auntie, uh, it's a lot. It's a lot of people. But I was reading this book. I was actually going to make two different posts about this, but this book called Is Life One Big Goodbye kinda sums it all up, so I'll just wrap it all into one post, one video. So I'm reading this new book called Is Life One Big Goodbye by Rose Lamont. Rose Lamont, I contacted her through Gather actually, and I asked for a book, and she said sure as long as you give a review. So I'm giving my review, Rose. Hope you like it. Um, I love the book. I love the book because it's so relatable. I can relate to it. I think it's charming. It's funny at times. I think it's heartbreaking at times. And sometimes I just want to call you, Rose, and give you a big hug and tell you it's going to be okay. Basically, this book is about her life, her account in a homeless shelter. Um, Basically, she had some medical issues, and to pay for surgeries and operations, she drained her bank account. What is she going to do? That's the only way to pay for it. So she drained her bank account. She has no money. After surgery, she's in recovery. They send her to rehab. After rehab, they usually send you home. But if you lose your home, where do you go? You go to a homeless shelter. So that's where the first chapter pretty much, takes hold. She's in a homeless shelter. And Miss Rose comes from a middle class, well to do, not uppity, but well to do family, and a whole host of family and friends and relatives. And in the book, she's like, "What am I doing here in a homeless shelter? This is odd. I used to play tennis and go to the country club, and now if my friends could see me now." She actually says that in the book, which I can totally relate to. I'm not in a homeless shelter, but I can totally relate to the "if my friends could see me now" scenario. They'd be shocked. And I can totally relate to her about that. And I just reading this book, I just wanna, like, every chapter, I just wanna run over to her and give her a big hug. It's very heartbreaking. It's human. There are things in this book where it surprises you because it surprises her. She writes it from her point of view, from her her old way of thinking, to where she has to adapt to this new way now. And in it, she's surprised that there's so much, Caucasian people, white people in the homeless shelter. She's like, I thought there'd be more blacks here, and there's only like a few blacks. And she's like, this is the homeless shelter. So she's shocked, which goes to show you, you can't really count on stereotypes to give you a real life view of real life. You have to actually see it and live it to understand it. And it's a very sad book. It's a very good book in the way of it's her account, her life, her experiences. So I definitely recommend this book, Is Life One Big Goodbye by Rose Lamont. Really good book. And I just gotta say, um, it goes to show you that politics is real life. What's going on in the presidential election. I think I applaud and I commend President Obama for trying to help people who are going through this loss of money through health issues and healthcare and finding themselves homeless and on the street. He's trying to do something to help that. He's trying to do something to where you don't have to drain your bank account and end up in a homeless shelter, just like Miss Rose Lamont here. You know what I mean? So I applaud President Obama for trying to do something to help people like Rose and to help people all over the United States. So yeah, that's all I have to say right now. It's a good book. Check it out if you can. It might be on Amazon. You may have to contact Rose to get yourself a copy. Oh, and thank you, Rose, for signing my copy. Yay! Thank you. I don't know if you can see it. Here's the cover, and here's where she signed it. The plus size. She signed it to plus size pop star. That's me. I'm so happy you signed it, Rose. You are amazing, and I can't wait to meet you one day at one of your many other book signings. You're brilliant, and you're brave for telling your story and telling your account of things. I soon will have a book out one day. If I ever finish it, it'll be about my life and my struggles with my own health issues. And as you can see, it's called Vitiligo. And we'll talk about that some other time. Well, thank you very much. And for now, good night.